I'm still classing this as part 2 because this is a continuation of cutting off last time. It goes a little something like this. Okay, so it's something to do with this one, eh? Okay. Oh. There we go. The scroll. There's something off about that, Mr. Understanding. My music is off. So you feel that way, man. Maybe this vibe ain't topping the charts where you're from. What's your poison? Orchestra? Jazz soul? There's nothing wrong with my ears, witness. But something's not quite right with your eyes. Mr. Understanding, you've been lying to this court. Now why would I lie? I got nothing to hide. Truth and truth alone is all I see. Lying, you're not lying, ain't my fame. I contend otherwise. Do you recognize this object, Mr. Understanding? The temple notice, man. What of it? This notice, the following instruction to the temple monks is written. All of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. What you talking about, Phoenix? What you talking about, Willis? Talking about the fact that from your chamber, you could have seen anyone going through the treasure room through those shutters. Looks like you didn't get the memo. No way. Don't believe it, man. You don't believe it? Why don't you read the notice for yourself? Let's see. Something, will, something. Are you out there reading? Not so hard to read in Chinese, man. Usually get one of the other monks to read stuff for me, you know? Doesn't that make your duties as head monk a little difficult? Hey, cut me some slack, man. I only moved to this country 6 months ago. That's quite recent, isn't it? So, how did someone who's only been here for 6 months become head monk of a temple? How little you understand. Religious faith can't be measured in months or years. I've only been an adherent of Karanism for 3 years myself. The Holy Mother's teachings really spoke to me, prompting me to stay in the country. I'm not staying in this country because I'm a complete utter failure, so shut the fuck up. Or was it the fact that there were no lawyers here that spoke to you, Oh, God. Right after I said that. Mr. Payne, I know just how you feel, my man. The Holy Mother's teachings spoke to me, too. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Vavadum and Vavadumma. Well, I know what Payne suddenly became a believer in Christianism. Could I understand him of having no theory motive of becoming a believer too? Mr. Understanding, were you really in your chamber as you claim? What? Hey, be chill, brother. Wouldn't you instead somewhere else? Mr. Wright, what kind of nonsense are you spouting now? According to Mr. Understanding's testimony, he saw Albie with his own eyes. Therefore, is it really nonsense to suggest he could have seen Albie from somewhere else? Well... Do you have a theory, Defense? Mayhaps. Do you know where Mr. Understanding was if not in his chamber? If he wasn't in his room, then... Albie had gone down the hallway towards the treasure room. There are only a few places we could have seen Albie. I do have a theory, Your Majesty. Let's say the witness really did see Albie going towards the treasure room. What then? The defense proposes this is the only place he could have been seeing Albie go down that hall.
Take that! Take that!
Nope.
Take that!
Nope. Yeah, but you just suggested earlier that that's where the true culprit might have been. True, but no matter how I look at it, this is the only place Understanding could have been. Mr. Foreign Lawyer, don't tell me. Are you accusing Mr. Understanding of being the true culprit in this case? Yeah. Yes, Your Majesty. I contend there is some possibility this witness is the murderer. Oh my god, he's fucking false again.
Objection!
How dare you be so disrespectful? First you criticize her benevolence's insights, now you accuse the head monk of murder. This is the only place the witness could have been. If he was here, he could have struck the victim down from behind and moved his body to the treasure. That's nothing but groundless conjecture. And there's one more thing. Do you remember what was said in the opening argument? The opening argument? During that argument, it was suggested that Albie used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure. That's right, and what of it? Well, why don't we try this twist on the size? The thief used his position as head monk of the temple to get a hold of the treasure.
What?
What? You joshing me, man? Where's that from? The key to the treasure box has been passed down from head monk to head monk. What better position to be in if you want to steal the treasure? You can't possibly be serious. Does this mean you're claiming that Mr. Understanding's oath of faith is nothing but a lie designed to get him close to the treasure? The witness hasn't been truthful in his testimony to his court, so clearly he isn't above lying. Can you swear to the Holy Mother that naught but the truth would you bring? In light of that, I don't think it's unfair to call your faith into question.
Objection!
This is ridiculous. I don't know limits to what this lawyer will say. I mean, lie is such a strong word. Maybe it was just a mistake. Nothing nervous wreck routine, prosecutor. You're just embarrassing yourself, man. What? Was that misunderstanding? Lawyer man, you really are the lowest of low. You've gone and said something I can't forgive. You called my belief into question, my faith in the Holy Mother, and nobody Nobody gets away with that. Oh my god, he heavy metal. What on earth? The music is making my ears bleed. This is music of my soul. Death to a lawyer. I'm the Twilight Messenger. Can't you tell? Gonna take this lying lawyer straight to hell. Stripping with lies, running with Philistines. Gonna sell that lawyer to the guillotines. And now for something completely different. That plinkety-plunk music just wouldn't let me express my rage. Your rage, huh? Isn't the real source of your anger having your lie exposed? You just don't get it. If I lied, it's because you drove me to it. All sniffing around, suspicious and throwing out false accusations. Sorry, but as a lawyer, I'm afraid that's my job. Yeah, well, lawyers are crap. Keep making noise, and I'll have to use my partner here on you. I'm the one making noise? Hey, so you wanna know the truth, huh? Think you can handle the truth, do ya? Fine. Let's see you try. Feel the heat to my brutal death beat. Savage, right? Sweating bullets, ain't ya? Screams of my soul are gonna make a mosh pit out of this peanut gallery. Did he really just win the court over with that performance? Yo, geezer, got something to testify. Get ready for the howling of my soul. Call this jaw chopper soul screaming truth. God, this is going to numb my throat. Now that he's in heavy rock mode. Soul screaming truth. The priestess's dance had come to an end. Turn music store my way and it went. Death to the truth is what you dread. Hear me shred. From my spot in front of the store, I saw Albie creep to the treasure room. Trailing from behind, hound on the scent. I saw a patrol after Albie he went. Me and my girl, innocent and sweet. Bad by the storm, can't be beat. Then I went to power, take it to midnight. Blacker than black is black, robbing all sight. Yeah, baby, let that soul metal flow. God, that's gonna... What is that music? I've never heard anything like it, and it's so fast it's making my head spin. This is Dharmaland metal. Not too good at that. Hey, yo, geezer, how are those ears ringing? I don't know much about music, but I've got chills, and they're multiplying. You scared, lawyer man? Run away, fast as you can. What a wonderful rhythm. A perfect accompaniment for further deliberations. Now, Mr. Understanding, what did you go to the music store for? Hey, I went to put my Dharmaland away. Here's my precious partner. Gotta give her a good rest after playing in the rain. Well then, why did you lie before? Because you'd send me to hell. Huh? We all know about lawyers and their lying loyally ways. Am I right, people? If I admit I went to the storeroom, he'd have drummed up a false charge on me. Didn't want to get sent to hell. What do you say? He's right, that so would have happened. Now I see why that Defense Capability Act was passed. You feel me, Crane?
Yeah, you said it.
Is it too much to ask for a low-key trial? Now, are you punks ready to rock or what? Can't hear ya. I said you ready to teach this lying lawyer how we do things round here? Shut the fuck up. Alright, then I'm gonna lay it on you one more time. The screaming truth from my soul. Oh, seriously, I'll be drowning soon before I lose my voice. Soul screaming truth. The priestess's dance had come to an end to the music storing my way I did wend. Death truth is what you dread, hear me shred. From my spot in front of the storeroom, I saw Albie creep to the treasure. I'm trailing from behind, hound on the scent. I saw patrol, after Albie he went. Me and my girl, innocent and sweet, back by the storm, can't be beat. Then out went the power, take it to midnight, blacker than blackest black, robbing all sight. And this is Allegro.
Objection!
I don't believe you have any objections, so shut the fuck up, right?
Oh yeah, those robots. This is good.
Objection!
I would have fucking laughed if that worked.
Hold it!
You say you went to the music store. But how do we know you didn't go to the treasure room and steal the treasure instead? And on what grounds would you base that accusation? Got anything to show for it? You're right. Don't really have any proof. And yet... Well, you can't prove that you didn't go to the treasure room either. You stole the treasure and were ready to make your getaway when you saw Mr. Rowe. So you panicked and ran into the music storeroom. Isn't that right? Why do I feel like I'm being stabbed by icy stares from every direction? This silence is your answer, lawyer man. This audience knows the score. Just what we needed. Moment of silence to bid this lawyer's baseless claim goodbye. Why do they have to hate lawyers so much in this country? Said it before and I'll say it again, lawyer man. The priestess's dance went to the music store.
Hold it!
How did Albie appear at the time? Come think of it, he was glancing around all shifty-like. You could tell he was up to no good. Shady, I tell you. What's that saying about people who live in glass houses? Well, he was about to steal a treasure, so I only stands to reason he looked further.
Objection!
The defendant admitted he was sneaking in to see the treasure box. Wouldn't that be why he was looking around? What's that, people? Only the Holy Mother knows the truth, you say? His lover knows the score, baby. From my lips to our Holy Mother's ear. An artist only sings what he saw there. In other words, I'm using Godboy here. And what did you see next, Mr. Understanding?
Hold it!
Where were you when the power outage occurred? Like I said, it was in the music storeroom. My girl had been sounding a little off, so I had to get her back in tune. Is it true that you were actually in the hallway at that time? The hallway, you say? Why would I be in the hallway? You're waiting for Mr. Roll to come back from his patrol in the treasure room. Now that you discovered that the treasure had been stolen, you're going to kill him.
Lawyer man, just as always, above above. Spewing noxious lies and pulling the world. Filthy lying through and through. I ain't never ever gonna forgive you.
Utter lies with no evidence. As always, his claims are just tenuous.
Hey, nice, prosecutor. Picking up what you've thrown down.
Someone stop their jam session, please.
You made your search.
And the true face of understanding. Nah, it's not good. What's so funny, peace, love, and understanding? Nevertheless, the possibility is still there. You can't deny the witness could have killed the victim under cover of darkness. You're forgetting one very important thing. Huh? Seems you've forgotten that the outage happened by chance, not design.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. I did forget about that. It's not like the witness planned the outage so he could take advantage of darkness. Without darkness, it would have been hard to sneak up behind Mr. Rowe and kill him.
You're right. Even I would notice someone coming up behind me. Well, defense, what do you have to say about that?
What can I say about that? Mr. Wright, your claim is completely without merit. Unless you want to argue that the witness somehow magically made the outage happen. Well, maybe not magically, but... Wait, that's it! I contend the witness could have made the power outage happen, with no magic necessary. What?
You have a theory, defense?
All he had to do was make use of something shown on this diagram. The breaker.
Take that!
The witness was in the storeroom. The circuit box is on the storeroom end of the hallway. There's nothing really magical about turning off the breaker, would you say?
Nice try, but that theory doesn't hold water, lawyer man.
God, I'm terrible. And why not?
You're saying I turned the breaker off and then snuck up on Mr. Roll and hit him? In pitch black darkness with no source of light whatsoever? Is that what you're saying? Why am I doing this laugh? With lights off, not always blacker than 100 midnights. You can't see the hand in front of your face. How could anybody commit murder unless there's somebody standing right in front of the victim, like the accused?
I hate when he's right. But I can't just let this point stand. Well, maybe the victim was holding something that served as a guide.
A guide through the darkness?
Something. That's more than a little vague, wouldn't you agree?
You ain't gonna move this room with a half-baked hunch like that, bro. You gotta hit him hard, really make him feel it, Jamie. Just like my burst, baby. Ooh.
Well, I'm afraid I don't understand the witness's lyrics very well. But in a trial, your arguments have to be clear and precise. Let's see some of that clarity and precision now, defense.
Uh-oh, what do I do?
Can you present to us something that could have served as a guide through the darkness?
I can. Yes, I can. Because there has to be something.
Alright, let's see what you have, defense.
Close in the dark.
What could the victim have been holding that served as a guide through the darkness?
Take that!
I believe the victim was holding the treasure box.
Huh? Huh?
Have you gone mad? Well, the box glows in the dark, so you can use it as a sub beacon.
Well, I guess you're right.
But why in the world would the victim be holding the treasure box? Oh, well, because your guess is as good as mine, even though you don't have a fucking brain, either of you.
What is this boy talking about? Nonsense and lies yet again. Just give him the death penalty already. Is there no way to win them over? Defense? Are we going to be needing those tongue shears after all? No, Your Majesty.
Yeah, man, do it, then we can jam out to this lawyer shrieks of pain. Better get those screams of agony out now, lawyer man. Or you still have a tongue to scream with.
I guess I'd better come up with a reason. No pressure or anything. As to why the victim was holding the treasure box, can easily be explained as thus. Thane, don't fail me now. What reason could the victim possibly have had to be holding that treasure box? The victim was holding the treasure box because he was... a thief. It's an idea I just happened to stumble upon, but I think it just might be the answer. And it turned this whole trial upside down. Hello, defense? Are you still with us? Let's hear this easy explanation you promised. Isn't it possible that it was because the victim himself was a thief? The victim?
The thief?
What kind of bull are you spewing now? Your Majesty disguised off his locker.
The victim was the thief. Everything we've learned so far would all make sense. It would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. After the morning dance of devotion, Mr. Roll went to the treasure. He grabbed the box that contained the treasure and decided to take off with it. But then he ran into Albie on the Great Stairs. That's why Mr. Roll pulled his gun on Albie. Then, when the blackout occurred, Mr. Roll was bludgeoned to death in the darkness. This explains why the victim would be holding the glowing treasure box in the dark. And how it would have been possible for someone other than the accused to kill him?
Do you have any idea what you're saying?
You're unbelievable, lawyer man. I think you've lost it. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Roll, trying to roll the temple? And the bad boy, Pierce Crynist?
I won't allow you to disparage the victim's departed soul with unfounded allegations. I hope you're prepared to back up your claim. Oh, of course, Your Majesty. Forgot where I am for a minute there.
Oh, really? In that case, can we assume you have proof?
Uh-oh. Proof, huh? Do I have any proof? I can't back down now. Yes, I have proof. In my dreams. The proof that Mr. Roll was a thief may have been left behind on a certain piece of evidence. Very well. Let's see your evidence and be ready to stand behind it. Footprints, fingerprints, take anything else. I need proof, something that would have been involved in theft. And I might still have some trace evidence left on it.
Take that!
The defense would like to examine the treasure box. There might be trace evidence left on it that would show that the victim held it. Might? You'd better hope you turn up something more definitive than that, defense. Yes, sir. Your Majesty. Very well. Bailiff, bring the treasure box. The defense's corpse. Phew. There you are, defense. You're free to examine it. If I don't find something now, my entire argument up to this point will be blown. Plus, there's that little matter of the old tongue shears. I have to find something. Just have to. Now, to make sure I remember how to do this. I can rotate the evidence.
examine. The lid of the box was forced open. While the victim was holding the box, the lid must have been closed. I'll try closing the lid too.
Hey,
What?
you son of a... You locked it.
So? What's the big deal? I thought you can open it with that key you're wearing.
Yeah, I can. No sweat.
Why is there a bucket load dripping off of you over there? I think I'd like to open this box back up again. Could you lend me your Magatama key?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Where's the keyhole?
Well, it's the Magatama key, so wouldn't it go in the hole above the Magatama mark?
Huh? Go on, open.
Would you look at that? The thief must have busted the lock when he forced the box open.
Really? Because I'm not so sure about that. In any case, I'd better take another good look. I have to find proof that the victim was holding this box. Fingerprints. This bloodstain shows the outline of a hand. Could this be what I've been looking for? Your Majesty, take a look at this. There's a bloodstain here that outlines the shape of a hand.
Really? Let me see that. Oh my, you're right.
I'm getting somewhere. I believe the bloodstain is an outline of the victim's hand as he was holding the box.
What?
Even as he was being struck, he held on tight to the precious treasure box. After all, he'd gone through a lot of trouble to steal it. The blood from his head wound splattered across his hand and onto the box. Your Majesty, don't let yourself be taken in. It's just more of his loyalty deceit.
What do you mean?
Mr. Wright, where is your proof that the outline is that of the victim's hand? What? I should have seen this coming. Pain, when we get out of here, I'm putting you into a cannon and shooting you into the sun. Either show proof or prepare to meet the shears, or you could save us all some time and bite your tongue out now and submit instead. That I did not see coming. Your Majesty, do you mind if I pick up that treasure box and smack Pain on the head with it? Give him a headache?
Well, defense, how about it? Do you have proof that the outline is of the victim's hand?
Where would the proof of something like that even be?
Please submit your evidence at this time. What evidence shows that the outline in the treasure box is that of the victim's hand?
Take that!
I've got it. This is the evidence that's going to save my beloved tongue. Mr. Payne, despite your claims about my forked tongue, it just so happens I have the proof you require. You do? It's right here in this crime photo.
It is? Where? Defense, please point it out.
It's his bloody hand.
Take that!
Mr. Payne, take a good look at the victim's hand. See this? That's blood. What? We place Mr. Roll's hand inside the bloody outline. You think the blood on his hand would complete the splatter? Exactly. Here goes nothing. And if they do form one complete splatter, it would prove my theory correct.
Then the victim really was holding the box.
I'm willing to bet my life on it. At least because my life is online here. The defense reasserts that the victim was a thief who stole the treasure box. You can't be serious! I protest. There's no way they would ever match up. Are you certain that is patently impossible for... Ow! Talk about tongue karma. Sounds like he just bit his. What's the matter, Mr. Payne? Did your forked tongue get tangled up in there? Or were you trying to submit your own tongue to the court? What? You...
I can hardly believe it. Apparently, not everything out of the defense's mouth is a bluff.
Of course not, Your Majesty. This tongue doesn't lie. And I'd like to continue to use my tongue in the future too, if you don't mind. He never has to know it really was a bluff. No, not Mr. Vole! I can't believe it! I'm sorry, Albie. I know it's upsetting news. He must have needed the money badly for it to support his family. Oh, so that thing Mr. Vole would say to me.
Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say.
He'd say. Yeah. He was probably warning you not to end up a thief.
Mr. Vole.
Objection!
Now, wait just 1 minute. The victim was a thief and he was holding a treasure box, and that means Mr. Vole was holding a murder weapon when he was killed.
Oh, that's a very good point. Doesn't make much sense, does it?
Objection!
If the victim was holding the treasure box, it couldn't have been the murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else.
Real murder weapon?
Something else? The blood was thought to have gotten onto the box when the box was used as a weapon. But it turns out that wasn't the case. Blood splattered onto the treasure box the victim was holding when he was struck with the real weapon. And that's what really happened. Isn't that right, Mr. Understanding? Are you saying I'm wrong in my understanding?
You got me riled up, lawyer man. I feel a song coming on. Looking for a weapon that just don't exist. Pathetic lawyer man, drop into the abyss. Despicable lawyer man, yo, you make me sick. You can disappear just like a magic trick. Worthless lawyer man, done it by a weapon. For you miserable bitch, don't be reckon. Yeah.
What a surprise. I know I don't need to remind you, defense, that your life is online.
I know, Your Majesty.
Yet you're prepared to risk it on this mere idea of a real murder weapon?
Death to a lawyer.
This is it. The moment of truth. Calm back down, not now. Yes, Your Majesty, I am. I'm confident the real murder weapon does exist. That's a bold claim, Mr. Wright. Now let's see you back it up. Show us which piece of evidence points towards this true murder weapon. If I knew which one it was, would someone like understanding use a bludgeon someone?
Now then, defense, please submit your evidence to the court.
Yeah, let's see it, lawyer man. Let's see this thing that shows the real murder weapon you say I used.
God, I seriously hope this is the end because that was really doing a string in my throat.
Take that!
No. Never said that. Wait, yeah, I did.
Take that! Take that!
What I'm about to present is really nothing more than a possibility. And this thin thread is all I've got. Allow me to direct the court's attention to this photo of the morning dance of devotion. That photo? How is that going to help you, Miss Wright? There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me.
Oh yeah? And what's this something, huh?
This thing here is odd, to say the least. The guitar.
Take that!
Mr. Understanding, why is the instrument you're holding different from the one you're playing in the photo? Would you look at that? They're completely different shapes. I believe you said your Damelan was your one and only. Well, Mr. Understanding, what do you have to say to that?
I got nothing to say.
Allow me to answer for you. They're different because the one in the photo is no longer in playable condition. Not after you used it to bludgeon Mr. Vole to death.
My old partner wasn't doing so hot, so I brought his sister along. That's all. Not a big deal, lawyer man.
In that case, please submit your Damelan to this court as evidence.
Too bad. You're too late. Got rid of her yesterday.
You what?
Burnt her up with the rest of the trash. Ashes trash, baby. No!
He's already destroyed the evidence.
And I see more trash right in this court that needs to burn in the fires of hell. Lawyer trash.
There's no proof to show.
Oh, come on. That's pathetic. You reckon you can sound better than that? Where's that great scream of yours?
This can't be how it ends. I think I've heard enough. Seems the defense is unable to produce the evidence it needs to prove its assertion. But, Your Majesty, that's only because the witness destroyed it. Evidence is everything in court. The Dark Age... Oh wait, this is Khura'in, not America. I was going to say Dark Age of the Law is over. Don't tell me you've forgotten this most fundamental principle of our profession. Without sufficient proof, your claim that Mr. Understanding is murder is no more than conjecture. There's the pained expression I've been looking for. By the way, there seems to be one more thing you're forgetting. What is it now? You accused Mr. Understanding of being the thief, but the real thief turned out to be the victim. Uh-oh. And with that, Mr. Understanding's purported motive for murder goes out the window.
Great point, prosecutor. You tell him. If I had been there, I would have just called roll and gotten the treasure back. There wasn't any reason for me to kill him now. Was there?
There's no good. Sounds to me like Mr. Understanding has been completely wrongfully accused. Unfortunate as it may be, I think it's time to hand down the verdict in this case. Not good, not good. Offense, I trust you understand what you yourself have received for taking on this case. Now, if you could kindly get my gavel and bash me on the head with it. Yeah. What do I do? Murder weapon's been destroyed, and now I've got no motive. Or Elby will be convicted, and I'll lose my life too. Mr. Wright, you've wasted this court's time and disparaged everything we hold sacred. We should charge you with lèse majesty, in addition to the crime of abetting the accused.
Yeah, you should pay for desecrating my good name. Bye-bye, lawyer man. Time for you to do some repenting in the twilight.
This guy is guilty of sin. I just know it. He must have had some reason to kill Mr. O. But what?
Come on, people, let me hear you scream and shout. Time to take this lawyer trash out.
I think to do a time like this is to turn my thinking on it. I shouldn't be trying to figure out what Understanding's motive was, thinking about what kind of situation would give him a motive.
We know Mr. Vole was the thief and that he had gotten his hands on the box. So then why? Why in the world did he ask Albie that question? What about the treasure box would have prompted him to... Ah!
Defense, what's gotten into you?
Now I get it. Now it makes sense.
Like Pokunka, man. What you trying to say? Muttering and squealing to yourself? Sounds like you knocked something loose upstairs.
Your Majesty, please hold off on your ruling for just a little while longer.
Don't tell me you're going to start begging for your life now.
Nuh-uh. No, Your Majesty, that's not it. Just that I realized something important. We've been operating under a serious misconception this whole time.
A misconception, you say?
That's right. A mistaken notion about a treasure box. But could this really be true? If so, there's still a lot to figure out.
Very well, let's hear what you have to say.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, this is just more of a nonsense. He's just stalling for time.
This is your last chance, Defense. The second I find this really is nothing but nonsense. No amount of begging will stay my hand. Understand?
Yes, Your Majesty. We all know this is just going to be another one of your stupid bluffs.
Now then, Defense, what is this misconception you mentioned?
The thing we didn't realize about the treasure box was that... it was gone? No, it wasn't gone. It was now on the scene. Nope. What if the treasure box was already empty from the start? What?
What?
Please recall that when Mr. Vole ran into Albie on the Great Stairs, he asked the boy a question. Also, recall that Mr. Vole was holding the treasure box at the time. So why then did he ask Albie the question that he did?
That is a bit peculiar, isn't it?
Not at all, Your Majesty. No one to realise that. By the time Mr. Vole got to the treasure room, the treasure box was already empty.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Vole suspected that Albie had gotten to it first, which is why he confronted Albie when he ran into the bottom stair. But how would the victim have known the treasure box was empty? He didn't have any way of opening it. Once a year, the victim had the duty of carrying the treasure box to the palace. You would have been able to tell just by... you'd be able to tell by the weight when he lifted it that the box was empty.
Oh, I see. Yes, I suppose he would have been able to tell, wouldn't he?
Mr. Vole most likely decided to at least steal the empty box. It's an important historical artifact in and of itself. Ah, but what's your point, Mr. Wright? What does any of this have to do with Mr. Understanding? My point is this. He gave Mr. Understanding a motive to murder the victim. A motive? Misunderstanding, keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, isn't it? So if anyone had found out that the treasure was missing, you would have been accused of incompetence. From the moment Mr. Vole discovered that the treasure was gone, his fate was sealed. Because you decided then, they had to be silenced forever. But that's absurd!
Can you believe the stuff that comes out of this guy's mouth? This is all just a colossal joke.
So then what really happened to the treasure?
Had been stolen long before this incident occurred, by Mr. Peace-Loving Understanding himself.
Mr. Wright!
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to accuse Mr. Understanding? Your Majesty, please don't listen to these trumped-up charges. The defense is grasping. Really? Seems to me like the prosecution's grasping here. The treasure box can only be opened with the key Mr. Understanding holds. Who else could have stolen this treasure?
Objection!
As I said, the accused stole the treasure by forcing open the box. Your Majesty, I call for a swift ruling. I'm not ready to give my verdict yet.
What?
The defense has successfully presented a new possibility in this case. Yes, finally, the tiny shred of hope. Mr. Understanding, would you care to make any statements in response to the defense's claims?
Ah! This is all bull. My noggin's a raging cage, and it's ready to explode, baby.
Instructor Understanding, please calm yourself.
Not gonna take it. No, I ain't gonna take it. I dutifully watched over that treasure with pride. And now I'm getting accused of stealing it. This lawyer is a lying scumbag. You better believe I got something to say. Open up your ear holes, sheeple. Let's rock. Death to the lawyer, lying lawyer. I knew what I was saying.
You have a testimony?
Still, the founder's orb. Me, I did it. This line, lawyers, insults, no, damn it. All this time I guarded me all faithfully. Sacred duty to the Holy Mother, easy to see. Hands unclean, the accused did the deed. Forced the box open, no key did he need. Lying lawyer, condemn him to hell. Kick him, throw him into a prison cell.
I say so, this is the last I have to do it. Alright, we've now heard from both sides. Either the treasure box was forced open by the accused, as the witness claims, or Mr. Understanding opened it, as the defense claims. Defense, this is your last chance to cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Majesty. If you're unable to prove your assertions by the end of this cross-examination, then the DC Act will come into play and both you and the accused will lose your lives. I understand. Life or death. It all comes down to this. Mr. Wright. Don't worry, Albie. I'm here to defend you. I promise it'll be alright. Thank you. I believe in you, Miss Wright. I know you come in this for us. And after we win, we can go see Miss Meyer. Together. It's a deal. I can't Albie down. I have to win this trial. Somehow I have to prove that only Understanding could have stolen the treasure.
Do your worst, lawyer trash. This is your requiem. The last song you'll ever hear on this mortal coil.
But the argument that the orb was already gone before the murder fits all the facts.
No use him talking to you. There's proof that's all the orb. Huh, lawyer trash?
Right. Don't have any proof yet, but I'll find some.
Hold it!
Your sacred duty, huh? The problem with that is that I don't think you really are a true believer.
Why you? How dare you question my faith? It's downright insulting.
I'm not trying to insult you, but I can't suspend logic either. You wormed your way into the temple with the intent of stealing the treasure, didn't you?
Had all the insults I can take out of you, lawyer trash.
But you're the only one who can open the treasure.
You just keep arguing the same old lie. I sing the truth, hear my battle cry.
Hold it!
Nuh-uh. The defendant didn't force the box open. That's a lie. In fact, you're the one who opened it, isn't that right?
Come on, you just saw for yourself, didn't you? The lock was busted on account of the box being forced open.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's your proof right there.
Yeah. Score one for the metalhead.
Look, the accused really didn't try to force its way into the box. Then how do you explain why the lock was busted and wouldn't open up for you earlier?
How do I explain why the box wouldn't unlock earlier? Maybe there's a different way to open it. No, a different key, because he's got one. I'd like to suggest that a different key is required to open it. A different key? To open the box. As we saw earlier, the box wouldn't open with Mr. Understanding's key. Which means that a different key, the true key, must exist.
Are you kidding me? Of course not.
You can't prove that it doesn't exist.
Just calm down a second and think about it, lawyer man. Why in the world would I bring a fake key here with me?
Why, you ask? Well, because... Well, I guess you got me now. Looks like that babbling brook you call a mouth has ended up at the source defense. There's a different way to open the box. Okay, so here's alternate method. There's a secret trick to opening it, to protect its contents from being stolen. Nobody only knows how it works. Judge, can we send this guy to the gallows after? Ah, new verse. Please do add it to your testimony, Mr. Understanding.
Objection!
Or not.
Objection! Objection!
Nope. Still top tier dumbass.
Objection! Objection!
Nope. Damn it.
Hold it!
Delusional, am I? Let's see about that.
Objection!
Wait, what did you just say?
I to meet the marquis and lock the treasure. Force to meet the founder's displeasure. Yeah.
I forget for defense's sake. Could you please add that to your testimony?
I have to. Have it in your brain, lawyer man.
Objection!
Fuck you.
Objection!
Just a minute, Mr. Understanding. You just called your key the Mitama key, didn't you? Didn't you originally say it's called the Magatama key? Ah. The Mitama key? What's that? I don't know, Your Majesty. But apparently, it's a rather crucial question.
What? What's the big deal? So I said the wrong thing. So what? Some slip of the tongue.
An A for effort, Mr. Wright, but your grandstanding betrays your desperation. I'm afraid a small slip of the tongue like that adds absolutely nothing to your argument.
What say you, Defense? Is that an important detail?
Yes, Your Majesty. It's very important. This key is apparently not the Magatama key, but rather the Mitama key. And I believe this discrepancy holds great significance for the defense.
Nah, man, just a meaningless mistake. Insignificant. You're riding the crazy train of nowhere, lawyer man.
Your Majesty, please don't pay the defense any heed. It's all nonsense.
To tell the truth, I'm not very clear on what the defense is driving at myself. However, I'm eager to find out.
What?
Defense, you will explain yourself like your life literally depends on it. Because it does. Fuck off. Now then, is the name of the key an important detail?
Yes, it's an absolutely important detail, I think. Because the Mitama key is connected to the Founder's Orb.
No, I didn't mean that. The grounds, Your Majesty? You can, of course, show grounds, can you not, Defense?
Oh, of course. I was going to say. I have to come up with something. Anything, even if it's just a bluff. The Mitama key. Mitama. There's be something somewhere in this Mitama and the orb together.
Don't keep me waiting, Defense! What evidence shows the connection between the Mitama key and the Founder's Orb?
Take that!
All this time, the answer was right there in front of me. Right there in the Song of Ceremony performed during the Dance of Devotion. Your Majesty, the Song of Ceremony tells of the treasure of the founder of Kyrainism. But hidden within its lyrics is a secret between how to really is a secret behind how to really open the treasure box.
Holy! Over! What? But how can that be, Defense?
Song of Ceremony contains the following lyrics. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favour of the orb is bestowed. I believe the Mitama here refers to the Mitama key.
Well, yes, it is the same word, but that doesn't mean...
We've been calling this key the Magatama key, and that's why I inserted the key into the lock with the Magatama design on it. But that was obviously not the right way to use it.
And I suppose you know the right way?
I do, Your Majesty. To use a key properly, you have to first... flip it. It becomes the Kyrai's symbol of the soul. In other words, a Mitama.
Oh my, you're absolutely right. But now what? What do you do with it? It's too big to fit into the lock that way.
Oh, I knew you were just bluffing. Bluffs and lies are the only tools of his trade, after all.
Yeah, like you want to talk, Mr. Forged Evidence all the time.
There must be some other place this key fits, but where? Let's see, what were the words to fit in the... When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favour of the orb is bestowed. Where should the Mithra key actually be used? The butterfly. Getting this in timed. Looks like I'm going to have to get up close and personal with this speech.
Got it!
My goodness! The treasure box! It's really opened!
No way, man.
What? No!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real secret behind the Song of Ceremony. The true key to opening the treasure box. It's all over, Mr. Payne.
How so?
Let's say someone was forward and they're trying to force the front-facing lock open. Sadly for them, it won't budge. That's because the lock is, after all, just a decoy.
Then what you're saying is,
Neither the victim nor the defendant would have been able to open the box. They therefore had no way of stealing the treasure. The only one who could have stolen it is the one man who knew about the Mitama. Peace, love, and understanding. But I'm not done yet. Please recall the scene of the crime. On the floor by Mr. Roll's body was a very unlocked and very open treasure box. Only someone who knew how to open the box could have left it in that state. And so, there can only be one true culprit. Admit it, Mr. Understanding. You're the one who killed Mr. Roll. Yeah. Huh? Cuckoo, cuckoo. Curse him. It's all his fault. Why do you have to try and steal the treasure? Why did I have to spot him with that box? My way to the storeroom after the morning dance. It's his fault I had to cause a blackout and clock him good. Couldn't let my secret get out. Nobody could know the treasure box was empty. Lose my position as head monk, who knew what to do to me. I couldn't let. I had to stop him. What a shocking development! I can scarcely believe it. Nothing like this has ever happened since the DC Act was enacted 23 years ago.
No. My perfect, unblemished record. Destroyed.
You only have an unblemished record because there was never a defense attorney. Did the lawyer win? I can't believe it. No way, this can't be happening. Peace? I said peace. Honestly speaking, I'm just as shocked as everyone else. But the truth has been made known, so it's time for me to give my verdict. In the name of the Holy Mother, this court finds the accused, I'll be your guide, not guilty. And instead of confetti, we have butterflies. April 24th, 1:36 p.m. Thank fuck I don't have to do his voice again. High Court of Khura'in. Accused lobby. There's still quite a commotion. People from the gallery show no sign of clearing out. Can't believe it! Not guilty? Still in shock. Can you believe that guy? I can feel everybody's eyes on me. This can't be happening! It's impossible! Oh, Holy Mother, preserve us! Never been in a defendant lobby quite this uncomfortable. Mr. Wright! Oh, Albie. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you did for me. I'm just glad it turned out okay. I was touch and go there for a while. Really sorry, Mr. Wright. I had a really hard time trusting you at first. That's okay, Albie. I know how unpopular lawyers are in this country. How did I ever get this way in the first place? Allow me to explain. At least I wish I could explain. But I don't really know why. I never even questioned it before today. By the time I was born, all the lawyers were already gone. As far as back as I can tell, verdicts have been based on the benevolence's insights. Right, very fair. The royal feast. You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. Our verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. For her part, I'm sure she really believes in what she says, but even with her benevolence as divination seances, lawyers are still necessary. Without proper defense, people could easily wind up receiving wrongful convictions. Mr. Wright! Shh! Huh? Don't say that so loud! People might think you're a rebel. You could be arrested. A rebel? That's right. One of those people going after against our queen in the court system. They call themselves the Defiant Dragons. And they're led by a scary guy named Dirk. They'll do anything to overthrow her eminence, even commit crimes. Ugh, I remember people in the gallery mentioning that. I think you're saying something a lot like the stuff they say. But you're not scary like that, Dirk guy. Pardon the intrusion. You. I want to talk to you, see. Flight, is it? Right, sir. Phoenix Wright. And you are? I'm the Khura'inese Minister of Justice. The name's Enga Karkul Khura'in. I oversee her legal shrine. I was watching that three-ring circus there. You were? Wow, the Minister of Justice? So he's in charge of the entire court system. Defense Culpability Act and all. Minister Inga, how are you, sir? Run along, Mini-Monk, and grown-ups are talking here. Yes, sir. Very sorry, sir. May I help you with something? Just wanted a good look at you. Guys like you aren't exactly a dime a dozen around here. Well, then. He's eyeing me like I'm some kind of exotic creature in a cage. Oh yeah, might as well share this little morsel. Turns out Vol was a seasoned thief, a repeat offender, see. I had my men look into it, and they found all the booty he'd pilfered right there in his digs. But he seemed like such a nice man. Why, Mr. Vol, why? Guess he was doing it for the family. What a muck. A muck? How can you say that? Guess that kind of sob story gets you common folk all misty-eyed. Anyway, another thing. I had my men check out that understanding fella, too. He wasn't the one with the sticky fingers, it was the insurgents. They put the squeeze on our head monk, apparently, so he gave up the Founder's Orb and tried to keep it hush-hush. Wow, I see. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, say, right. That was a cute little number you put over my courtroom today, wasn't it? First not guilty ruling in 23 years. You're making waves, see? Stirring the pot. Catch my drift? Oh, well, Yikes, I'm in for it now. But thanks to that song and dance, we know our precious national treasure got it. So I'm going to call it a wash and let it slide this time. But all I did was defend the accused. You'd do best to read between lines here, chump. You stand in on thin ice. You get my drift? Even a dirty, no-good Nick punk knows cashing his chips before the house steps in. Do us both a favour and keep an eye on the path you're walking down. You'll never know whose toes you might be stepping on. This ain't your turf, buddy. Never forget whose soil it is you're on. Yikes, he was kind of scary, wasn't he? Yeah, well, no use worrying about it. We have more important things to think about. Such as when can we continue this sightseeing tour? Tour? Oh, anytime, sir. We still have plenty of time until Miss Myers' training ends. And there are still lots more temples to see and all kinds of local food street. I could show you the natural beauty of the area and the waterfalls used for training. And I haven't shown you the breathtaking mountain view from the Plaza of Devotion yet. And there's a place but... Alright. Slow down, Albie. There's plenty of time. And when we're done with all that, we can go see Miss Maya together. Yeah, you bet. Maya, I wonder how she's doing. Hope she's okay.
So, how about that not guilty, Dirk?
I heard. Sounds like the winds of change are beginning to stir.
Is that Jameson Price? Farewell. For definite this time.